Welcome to this HelloID webinar brought to you by Tools Forever. Today we'd like to give you an overview of the new functionality in HelloID. We encourage you to ask questions. You can do this via the WebEx chat option. You can find the option here. At the end of the demonstration, your questions will be answered. I'd like to turn this over to Cheered Signin, HelloID Product Manager. He will explain and demonstrate the new HelloID functionality. Enjoy, and don't forget to post the questions.
Jamie, thank you for the introduction. Welcome everybody, and this is the February 2020 release update webinar. We released this version last Sunday, and I'd like to walk you through the new functionality we have created and made available for you. Please let us know if you have any questions. You can send your questions to isupport@toolsforever.com, or you can contact your local representative. Okay, first let me start with services automation. And we improved the data source loading, and it's still slow, but it's better than it was, and we continue to improve the performance of the data source. Today it's not really as we like to have it to be. We are continuing to include search options in the different components. Now you have it in the Dropbox, and you also have it in the multi-select. You also have the back button on the summary page, so if you have made a mistake somewhere in your form or in your wizard, you can go back and make that modification. It was a little bit stupid. I would say that that option was not available. Okay, this was for service automation, and I will directly show you this new functionality. Let's go to provisioning. And provisioning, we have only two items, I would say. But then we have the option to lead a rule. That was not possible. And it's a little bit more advanced. I will show you and explain you in the demo what options do you have, but now you can delete a business rule. The major change, and I'm very proud that we have this functionality available. In January we already had a PowerShell as a source, so you could connect any source system that can be accessed by PowerShell and can read that information into HelloID, but now you can also do it the other way around. So you can also based on changes in the HelloID vault, because there is imported information from HR or planning or student information system, you can detect those changes and you can write that, send that to targeting systems via the PowerShell target connector. Very, very powerful option. I think good to know is that both PowerShell connectors are still working via the agent. Later on we will make it completely in the cloud, that you don't need an agent anymore. I think for today we believe it is okay that it is on the via the agent in your network. Okay, I will definitely demo this new functionality. I will, I need to say this. This is standard not available in your environment, so you need to have to turn this on in your preview or production environment. And again, I'm mentioning this all the time. You can send an iSupport email to request that. It's available in both. And this is not true anymore. So I need to remove this from my PowerPoint presentation. The data will not be cleaned anymore because now we have HelloID provisioning into production. Okay, so let me go to the last option, and that is module actually, that's access management. And we made some pretty big performance improvements. I'm not able to show you that today, but in the last weeks I definitely noticed the performance increase. Okay, so let me demo the software. Please note if you have any questions, put it in the chat box, and I will answer your questions at the end of the demo. So let's go to the portal. So the first item I'd like to show you is service automation. Interested to see I have a little bit more than 600 users in my environment, and just to show you if it is a little bit quicker in loading the information. So let me go to service automation, and I will show you that you have the search options. So I have this this form, and it will actually show all the options that are new available. So I can search in this Dropbox, search for a user, and go next. And now I can remove groups from this user. It only has 3 users, but I can also show you that you can search here in the multi-select. So of course I can make other selections as well. And now I can say, okay, I want to go to finish. So here I have the summary, and in the summary I can see, okay, perhaps I made a wrong removal of a group, so I can go back and make a modification. And perhaps I want to remove this group and then go to the final page. So now I can see, I can confirm that the changes I want to make, but that's all standard functionality. Okay, so let me go to provisioning, because this is everything I'd like to show you for service automation. Let me go back to the provisioning section. And here we made modifications in the business rules. So now we have this new option that you can delete a rule. So, and then we also have 2 options for that delete. And you can delete and revoke the entitlements that are connected to the rule, or you only delete the rule and you keep the entitlements unmanaged. So HelloID is not make any modifications in your network. They're untouched. Okay, I have 2 rules that I both will delete, and one I will keep the entitlements, and I will do that for the ICT department, and for sales department I will remove the entitlements. And I have Keith, he's part of sales, and of Louis, but I only will focus on Keith. And for ICT I will focus on on Albert. Okay, for sales I will remove, I will delete rule and I will remove the entitlements. So first let me, so this is, let's say, gold mine. And now I will remove, delete the rule. And I will choose for this option, delete and revoke. And for the ICT department, I will delete, but I will say unmanaged. And just to show you, these are the groups, for example, Fisio. So Fisio should be still on Albert when I remove the rule. And goldmine should be removed. Okay, so delete, and I will say keep unmanaged. So it's not this option, but I will choose for this option for ICT department. Okay, now let's run the evaluation. And here you can see what's actually happening. The remove of the goldmine is going to be removed, but for Albert there is no change, because this was you can see here now it's an unmanaged change. So here it's actually a remove, but here it's being regarded as an unmanaged change. So nothing has really happened for that user in the network. So let me switch to my environment. So I have the 2 users, Keith. Keith was member of or part of the sales team. So for Keith, the groups should be removed, and it was the sales and goldmine group. So here you can see that the groups are removed, and I deleted the business rule, and I said, well, also delete all the entitlements connected to that business rule. For Albert, that was different, because for Albert, I said that the memberships of the groups should be untouched. So these groups are still on the user, and kept them unmanaged by HelloID. Okay, so now let me move to the biggest change in this release, and that's the PowerShell target connector. And let me demo this functionality to you. So this is the new option. So you have the option to create a PowerShell target connector. So this is the new option in this release. And I already pre-configured a couple, like exporting and updating a CSV file, having an interface to Topdesk. So this is CSV, this is a web API. And I also created an interface to a SQL database, SQLite. I also show you how you can configure it. That's in this account section. So here are short snippets of PowerShell code. I think this is the most important section. Basically, it's only this statement. So this is the account create, and it will insert or replace a new user in the user table. And I will demo you this from start to end, and by creating a person in the HR system and showing the end result in SQLite. Okay, we have a lot of example PowerShell scripts already available. So this is the one for create. You also have a one for update, for example, and here it's using the update statement, of course, etc. So you can also say what needs to happen if it's an enable and disable, and you can configure this completely. Of course, we also support thresholds. An email notification that an account is being created in this target system, and you have a full audit log available. I think the most important thing for this is that you get almost everything for free. The whole source system, an identity vault, detecting the changes. You can set business rules for the target connectors. And you are in the target connector system, like the email, the audit logging. That's all part of the HelloID stack. The only thing you need to do is go to the target section and include this small piece of PowerShell script to have the interface to the target system. I think also very important that the PowerShell connector comes free of charge. We give you example code, so there is no additional cost for the PowerShell connector. Okay, so let me demo this from start to end. And what I will do is I will update a person. I will create a new one. I will create John. This doesn't exist yet. And I will update Eric. And Eric, I will change his department. So that you will see that that's going to be updated in the SQLite, because this is what I'm going to show you the end result for. Okay, so let me start with making a modification in the source system. And I already set Eric from Vane available, and I'm updating him from ICT to sales and marketing. So let's update this one. Of course, you could see that in HelloID that he was ICT. So now I changed it to sales. To Eric. So after the import, it will be changed to the sales department. Okay, I'll also create a new person, John Olsen. Put him on the ICT department as a software consultant, full-time employee. Let's verify if he is created correctly. Yeah, ICT department, and Amir is going to be the manager. Okay, so nothing really happened yet, because now I have to start the synchronization, so importing the changes. This should go to 49, and Eric should be updated. We're running the import, so 49, that's okay. And let me search for John. So John is created. I can verify that everything is corresponding to HR system information, and I can see if Eric he's now working for the sales and marketing department. Something's going wrong with my screen. Okay, so also interesting to see is the business rules. So here is the SQLite, and so I can also apply business rules on the PowerShell target connector. So I can specify exactly based on what information a person should get SQLite, need to be updated in the SQLite user table. So now, if we go here, it's all applicable for everybody with a valid contract. So John Olsen should be here. So there he is. Okay, I can also go to the target system. Here, you can look in the audit log, and then the EXMV, that one is updated, and John Olsen is created and also being enabled. So there was a create and enable according the rules here. So an account's created and there is an enable. Okay, so let me verify if that's being processed correctly in the target system. So we'll go to SQLite browser, open the database, and now I can run the report and select from users where, there we go. And now I want to have the display name where display name like, and of course I created, updated Erik, see if that's been processed. So now it's been changed from ICT department to sales marketing, and Mr. Olsen should be created as a new record. So this one is completely created by HelloID via the PowerShell script. Okay, so I think a rather technical demo, but it shows definitely the power of the PowerShell connector. And remember that you get a lot of stuff available from HelloID to create accounts and manage accounts in any target system you like. And in a couple of hours, I created the CSV, SQLite, and a top desk connector all by myself in the HelloID portal. I think for me a very, very powerful extension to HelloID, definitely in combination with the PowerShell source connector. Okay, I see there are some questions. Jamie, can you read the questions for me? Thank you.
Richard, yes, thank you for that. The first question we have, the forms in HelloID service automation are sometimes very responsive, but sometimes slow. Why is this?
Yes, the performance fluctuates, and that's because it is a polling mechanism, and if the polling has just been done, you have to wait 2 seconds before the next polling occurs, and then can give an extra delay of 2 seconds, and 2 seconds is a pretty long time. That's the reason why we will switch over to an event-based mechanism, but we have to rebuild or make a big modification to the HelloID agent. But then you will not see this fluctuation in response anymore. Thank you. Thank you for your question. Next question, Jamie.
Will authorizations be part of the PowerShell target connector?
Yeah, authorizations in the target connector, that is not available yet. You've seen that correctly. And we will start up with this connector first, so you can manage the users, enable, disable, update, create, and delete. And the authorizations will be added later on, probably in, I think in 2 months from now, this will be added. And then you can request all the authorizations available in a target system, and then you can grant and revoke an authorization. But then not available yet, but it will be in 2 months. Okay, I see the last question, JB.
Okay, why is there no update on HelloID access management?
Yeah, that's correct. We only made some performance updates, but we primarily worked on the platform to create the stability and to improve further the infrastructure. And in these webinars and also in the releases, we only display the functional and the non-functional features. We don't show them. So we definitely made a lot of changes to access management, but those are all non-functional. So today, nothing to demo. We would have only demo new functionality in the next release. Okay, this is it. Thank you for your attention again today, and hopefully I will see you again shortly, and at least next month. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.